you are the fond of the watching and the playing the cricket.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so
But you can say I'm not that much curiosity to watch cricket and all this thing, but I am interested, little bit interested in cricket and all this thing. But I'm
yeah,
not that much interested. Like when the match was going on and I was not going anywhere, I was sitting in front of TV and or like this is not like when I was
yeah,
little bit interest.
yeah, good. So same feeling is from my side. I'm not fan of like the any cricketer, but I like the all because, for example, I think it was the last year when the World Cup had happened in India, so I watched that. But I
Yes.
see when when the India look at any things like any match as that it is the case for us as a do and die. So I like that kind of the test match and whatever it may be.
Yes.
So I watch.
Definitely, like when the situation was very like interesting. So that time I was not going anywhere, and that time I watched like mostly I was watching the first match and the last match mostly. That two match I was watch in front of TV. That otherwise I was check the scores in my phone and all this thing.
Okay. So you were asking something when the call.
Yes, I was sharing that this thing that can you please explain that what are you doing? Like I'm not able to understand that what's the which type of government job you are preparing for.
Yeah. So you know the what I would call the MLA,
Yes,
MLA which sit in the state legislature.
yes.
So I'm the preparing for the job that is the RO and ARO. The officer, if I selected for that, I would be sit in the state legislature of my state as
Okay,
a Samikshya Adhikari, and I would suggest that what kind of the like I mean like because the leaders I mean MLA and these kind of the ministers speech there, so we will observe there. We will work
okay,
as a we will work as a senior officer there.
okay. It's really good. So how's
Yeah.
you preparing?
So
It's good or not?
it is perfect, and I'm very rosy with my preparation that I'm doing well.
Okay, like I will give you the best wishes for your exam.
Thank you.
Okay. So like, do you have any question? So you can ask. Otherwise, we will pile up the session.
Yeah. So you mentioned, and when did you start your journey?
Oh, English journey that I was
Yeah.
started my English journey in last year. Last year I was joined one English classes. So after that, after completing that class, I was getting the little bit interest to improve that language. Before it, I am not that much interested to learning this language. I thought I know little bit English, so it is enough for me. I don't want to improve it. But when I was joined that class, so after that, I thought no, I should improve it. When I was learning something, so you should improve it. So after that, I was doing these types of conversation and all this thing, and it was really helpful for me to improve it.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I want to ask you which particular month did you start your journey and you spark your journey?
Okay, like in particular month. So that as a particular month, I don't remember it, but going somewhere, I was going in market. So that time I was for some work. I was going in market. So there was two and three. My friends come to me and they told me there was new classes are open, English classes, English spoken. So if you want to join it, so you can join. So I thought like I don't need to improve my English. I know English. It is enough for me. Okay. So I was so he forced me, like my friend forced me to, like, yes, you can, one time you can go and check it, all these things. So I will go there, and then I was entered in that class. So that whole class was speaking in English. So I was like, I'm not comfortable that time. So I can I go to the facilitator, and then I take all the information what's about the classes and all these things. Then I come at home, and after that, when the classes join started, so I'm not able to go. I can go. 'Cause I am not that much confident to go. I am going there and they are speaking in English and all this thing. And that it happens 2 times. I was 2 times I'm going there and take all the information and come at home. But when the classes was started, so that time I will not go. Okay, but when I was going at the third time, so third time I like prepare my mind. So now this time I have to go. Like anyhow, I have to go and join that classes. So that's happened with me that after when the third time I will go there and take all the information, and this time I will go. And that was my first time when I was giving my introduction in front of others. So like it was like very interesting, and like you can say I was not very comfortable to speak that time. But after completing the whole course, at the end of a course, I got that much confidence to speak in front of others and anywhere.
Yeah. So well, my intention to ask this from your side was that whether you join any the physical classes and the online classes. So you mentioned that you joined the physical class.
Yes.
Yeah, so good because you speaking really and quite well. So that is why I was asking.
Yes, thank you for that compliment. And like it was also like I sometimes I also thought when I was not joined that class, so I can't speak. I am not able to speak that much. That I was in front of you and I was speaking that much English. So it is all about that classes that build that much confidence to me that I can speak in front of others.
That true. So what was the time duration of your the course? What in which you
I
enrolled?
told it's 1 year course.
Oh, 1 year. Actually, why I'm asking about the time span because it was 2018 when I completed my mass. I think intermediate. So I and my friend we both joined a physical class. I mean for the speaking intention. So we also joined that, but I didn't see any kind of improvement, even a bit. Why? Because actually we didn't take the things so seriously, and so I think for me that time was the from what perspective, from the time and from the money perspective, it was the totally best. But when I enroll in the last, so I saw improvement. So because it's happened that when we uh, join any physical class, it is whether it is a speaking class and sometimes happen in the coaching class. So we start in the different feelings. We we pay attention from other object.
Yes,
I think
definitely. Like
yeah, but so that is why I'm asking because it's happened that we don't think that for what purpose we came in there. We just start our own thinking.
yes, definitely. Like
So
when you are, it's not all about that when you are joining one classes and this is and you are learning that language, but you should also giving your effort to language to learn. It's not all about the English. It's when you're learning anything, so you should also giving your effort for
yeah,
that.
true, absolutely. Because I feel that that sometimes it's happened that I met someone who said that that it is totally imperfect uh, to learn this language because they said that those who come from English background. By the way, what is your background? Whether you are from the Hindi medium or English medium?
No, I was startingly. I'm from. I was in English medium school.
From the starting.
Yes, startingly.
So that might be the good reason for you to help your communications because most of the my friend those we are learning this language we originally from the Hindi background.
Okay, I never thought this thing. Like most of the person think that when you are in English medium school, so like you know the English very well. It's not real. Like I am also from English medium schools, but I like in whole schooling I was not able to speak English properly.
Yeah. So it's happened because uh, it is the fact that we talk in Hindi when we are in the school, even in the college. Although we just those I'm talking about those who are from the English medium, they just write in the English. Otherwise, they take everything in the Hindi, whether it is the joke,
Yes,
the busting the joking with their friends and talking in the families and the friend circle. So they take Hindi as a you can say super B.
definitely. Like because what's happened that when we are mostly learning at a school grammar basis, like when I was preparing for exam, so that time we only know the grammar part, and we are not able to speak that. We are never speak in English in front of others in a school. So this is also a main reason.
Yeah.
Yes, that time we are only preparing for grammar and or tenses and all these things, but we are not able to speak. But after completing my school, when I was joined that class, so in that class I am able to speak because they are not focused on grammar, they are focused on spoken.
So now what step are you taking?
Yes,
I mean, what you are doing for like you are working on your grammar part or just let it go?
so yeah, I am also working on my grammar part because when I was speak, so I will like do number of mistakes in grammar part. Okay, so I should improve it very well.
Yeah,
And I
because
was definitely I was
yeah.
continuously working on that part.
So have you observed any mistake which I have made?
Like in a whole conversation,
Yeah.
we're like really I don't want to find any mistake because we are like
No. Also, really, I'm open to accept if I have made the mistake.
okay. So mostly I was finding the pronunciation mistakes in your side.
Yeah, so yes, it is true because right now I'm working on that. But I want to because why I'm saying this because I feel that when you talk to someone, uh, it is in the better interest of both of us that if we make the mistake, then it should be shared.
Yes,
Otherwise,
definitely.
otherwise there is it is the pointless to talk to each other because at the end of the day, our the intention is to improve our communication. And how would we improve it? Just talking to each other. It is not like that. If we find the mistake, if we try to put it into aside, so that will be not bad. So because
That's
yeah, so in the previous part when you call, so I found that you mentioned don't so instead of don't use should have been used didn't in the previous part when the call was over.
okay. Like
Otherwise,
okay, like I should use so could.
no, actually you use the don't because you were
Okay,
talking about the past.
okay,
You were talking about the past, your past journey, and that instead of the don't you should use the didn't, because when we talk about the past, so we use the did
okay.
in the negative.
Okay, okay, okay. I know. Like I really like I'm really agree with your point. Like I know I was doing lot of mistake in past sentence when I
Yeah,
was joining others classes also. So like mostly I was making mistake in past
yeah,
tense, part tense. But I was working on it.
yeah, because right now you know uh, I'm also working on the tenses, so that is why I whenever I talk to someone, I keep the vigil that whether that because it ultimately helped me to understand.
Yes, definitely. Like when you get when you listen someone's properly, so it will definitely help you. Like you are catching the mistake that person, and when you catch the mistakes with others to others, so it will also think like I also know that I am right and this making mistake. So I can also able to write it or not. Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for having the good conversation with you.
Yeah, same here.